What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Well, Brock, we saw Week 1 begin on Thursday night. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. Good looking return here, and he's got room. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of a league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, well, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
He's got a man left. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll give him a first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing it again here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against a front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They're throwing it. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And in his 8th season as a QB, he's the one to lead them out.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's second down coming up. He'll throw it. It's taken in by Lamb. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to keep.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3-and-out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Third and just 2 to go. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Cut out left. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. You're at a premium in this league.
Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll run here on first down. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Good run gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the well again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. This time it's a passing play. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more.
And it's caught. Touchdown! It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys go up 10-zip here in the 1st. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its drive. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for 7 yards. And they'll have 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete out to the right. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He'll throw it yet again. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They get 13 on the pickup. And they're going to have a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Evans now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it sets up 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Motioning the tight end left. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punt team on the field. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one. Just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Setting up a throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fields this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be their football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38. Complete out to the right side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 36. That one's complete over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Pass play coming here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So it's going to be 4th and short. Now out comes the field goal unit as they try this one. He was good on his first attempt, and his second from a little over 45 here. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Their offense ready to take the field now. They're down 13-3 as they take over. They'll come out throwing. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Back to throw. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. Daniel Whelan on to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
This offense getting one final possession here before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. And that brings us to our first halftime of the new season, as we hear from Jonathan Coachman over in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they have the lead in that one as that game's gone to halftime. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great
Story is
Kate
halfway
T.
told.
Scott.
Let's see what the back half has in store as we get started in the third quarter. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They go play action on first. He fires one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw it. Throw left side, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. To the air now on 1st and 10. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Wouldn't make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Another chance for him. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's brought down for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Return coming from the 6. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. This offense making its way back out now. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here we go, third and less than a yard. Dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Punting unit out now. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 20-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to fight his way forward to the 23. Give him 3 on that run. 3rd and 12 coming up.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 12.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
We see quarterbacks in this league love targeting their slot guys so often. They get plenty of chances defensively to take one the other way. Nice to see him come through with that one. And what a great read to get in position for that pick.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Has a lane inside the 25. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
1st down from the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And his guys get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's Carter on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Back out runs their offense. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They've got 1st down from the 31. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And quick to the left, it's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 48. Catch made over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll throw on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll try and throw it here. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He can run it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Plowing up the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Handoff now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
It's 4th down.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's still just a one-score game as we resume play in the 4th. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This one goes off right tackle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Another drive coming up for this offense. Strap. Netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 2nd and 3 now.
2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one's caught. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
And 5 at the 10-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And the catch is made for the touchdown. These guys could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
He's throwing for it. This is caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Whenever you're throwing for two, you always expect to see the pass go into the end zone, because otherwise you risk defenders rallying to the ball and stopping it short.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. With the defensive speed in today's league, gosh, you're just taking a risk anytime you throw it short of the end zone.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The offense headed back to the field. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway. And trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense, too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Second and 8. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Fourth and forever coming up. Throwing from the gun here. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The home teams ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
Here's a throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now this offense getting set to work here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 31. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And then pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know, one thing I've noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Back to throw now. Hits him on the in route. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. Now looking to throw. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Now we're on the counter. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
So yet again, they're turning to him to try to put 3 on the board. This is going to be a 46-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes their offense out again. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read or react? Read or react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. Complete here to Bowers. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Prior to 1st down, they decided to call a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They're now set for 1st and 10. Pass play now. Hits his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Gotta hurry this to the line. Here's 2nd and 7. Complete over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. All set up now for 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he's in. Touchdown! These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And this onside kick doesn't go their way. The hands team makes the cover.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They take a knee, and their season has begun exactly how they wanted it to, with a win. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season.